Welcome back to another painting session. This will be a landscape painting, as you probably already saw. The theme will be pink and purple, as again you probably saw. I'll be doing this more frequently, so when the time lapse starts, I could immediately start painting and not have to put on my gloves and my mask on during that time lapse, because I always forget to do it off camera. So I'll just do it on the first bit while I'm talking, like I am right now, so I get that out of the way. I also plan to make a different type of thumbnail. You'll find out if I do so by, obviously the thumbnail would be there. I plan to have half like this, with my gloves and mask. I already took a photo for it, and on the right side will be the finished product. It'll be cleaved in half. So it'll be the start to finish type thing, not showing all of it, but some. This will not be symmetrical, and not here anyway. It will be over here, in terms of just planets or circles. Mountains will not be, it'll be semi-symmetrical. There will be 3 layers of mountains. I'll go in depth on second synopsis when I start the landscape. Once I'm done with the space part, I go on to this third. So I will have 3 layers of mountains. Each will be a bit different from the last. I will use mist, and I will have a little river starting from here, what would be a lake, swerving off to this side. I don't know if I'm gonna have trees or not. I probably will. You'll find out later. But what I'm gonna be doing this half will just be doing the planets. Nothing crazy. Once I get that done, I just wait, put on these stencils, and then we'll get to work on this, on the space around it. I'll make a line in the middle where the largest mountain will I guess it'll meet it in here, or it might be like in the middle, it might be up here, I don't know. But it'll be the same area where that line is. It'll be looking like it comes from it. So yeah, I don't think I might do a little nebula. I don't know. I might do that. I have a sketch here. I'm gonna have sketches for all of my paintings now. This is what the sketch here looks like. I accidentally had it a bit smaller. That's why I have the measurements. So it is this size, 14 by 22. Because I didn't get the size right. I still wanted to use this post-it note. I just had to work with what I had, but I still wanted to have 3, so I just put it on a note here. Line right here, as you can see, comments coming down this angle. 3 mountains, layers 1, 2, 3, and you see here lake and river. I didn't have any trees here. I might have it later. I don't know. But I also don't have a nebula here. Depending on how much space I have, I will probably have a very light nebula with pinks. So we get started on that. Start on the time lapse, and hopefully y'all enjoy. Alright, so for now, for this part, I'm just going to speak normally. I'm not going to time lapse this bit. It's also going to be part intermission, as hopefully I don't do anything bad. With, you know, that off of this, the bottom. Gonna fold this for later. It will stick, so it won't fold back up. I'll just make more space. With these weights, I might need those later. Alright. Let's move the brushes as well. We're not going to use those at the moment. Okay. Now, gonna place it right here. That's not good. I have to know if this really is straight or not. Try to follow the line. Probably already messed up, but yeah. Okay. It always seems it's just tilted this way. So like this. Oh, there we go. Up here. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna keep it right there. I should not use any of the blacks or whites. I'm gonna move this a bit further still. Okay, they should be good. I know the painting is tilted, so try to keep that in mind. Okay, this should be pretty straight. All right. Now, push the chair away, and I don't know if I should use purples or pinks. I might use a combination. I'm gonna use pinks for the river. I'm gonna use purple for the land. That's what I'm gonna do. And it's game plan. Okay. Go through a little bit, but I'm just gonna cover that up with trees. Okay, I should be using a mask. If the plane, which is what this is, falls, or scraper, doesn't matter. If this falls, I will not be happy at all. I'll be very mad. Because it will go up like this, so a bit more. I'm not going to cover here because there's no need to. I'll just cover up the land so there's not much. Okay, come on. Come on now. There we go. Okay. Okay, not normal hot pink. Here we go. The very sides, the cap seems to be a bit off. Let me get a new one. It's like this. This is the can now. Okay, and blend that all in. This should be the can. This is working fine. Blend that in. All right. So now I'm going to add some of that nebula. Give me a moment. Okay. All right. Okay. So we're gonna get this. Yeah, it does seem like it's the can. I don't know what's wrong with it. What are you doing? But something is wrong. I'm gonna try to clear it just to make sure. Yeah, it's the can. Can's scuffed up. It sucks. Alright. Glass on. Just point a finger to go across. There we go. Not too rough. Might need a new gloss coat. Funny how I said I was gonna get my mask and wear it, and I just put it on and not even wearing it. There we go. That's better.
There we go. All right.
And the trees, if I have to redo it because of it, so be it. So, very dark pink trees. What's this? Come on. It'll be purple. It's fine. No, I'm not really doing what I usually do. Which is just going back and forth like that. Because I'm not doing reflection, and I already have this done. So I'm gonna try to put it to a minimum. How much backwards or upside down plants I got. This angle I'm working at is insane. Okay, there we go. Hopefully that helps. See, if I don't have enough leverage, I can't do something to the forces, the ability, like doing this, that in welding. Kind of have to lean on something, for me at least, to have full stability so I can do something. Sometimes I don't have to lean on something. That's because I'm not doing something precise. If I have to do something precise, then yes, I will have to lean on something to compensate for my lack of arm stability. These trees are being very stubborn. Here we go. This is good. So I have my arm resting on the bottom. This video will probably be a pretty long one. So hopefully you stay tuned to most of it. I know there are some issues with the audio and the time lapse. I know there's a pretty big humming in most parts. And that's because my refrigerator has a very low hum, but when speed up, it becomes a bit higher in frequency. So y'all can pick up on that, yeah. And it's pretty obvious. I mean, you could kind of hear it now, or I can anyway. But it's just not as prevalent. So I do apologize if that has annoyed any of you. Not that big of an issue, but still, it's just a nitpick. These trees are not moving. Okay. I'm just gonna deal with it, I guess. This. No, they ain't moving. Okay. Should I just use white? Yeah, maybe I should. This. Maybe I used it too much. I don't know. But it's not spraying enough. It's too sparse. That's the issue. I'll plant this down again. Yep, not happening, not happening. I need some white paint to compensate for this. There we go. Much better. There we go. All right. There we go. Yeah, that's all nice. Okay. Okay. Come on, off you go. Man, every time there has to be a seam. There you go. Every time. But I try every time to lessen the impact of it. It does pretty well. Okay, now, time for the important stuff. Now, I can take my mask off. I'm gonna have to make the land, which might be quite an endeavor. It'll be pretty simple, but I do have to follow some strict guidelines to make it fit the way I want to. I don't want to use any more brushes, so I just use the ones I got. It might take some more time, but that's fine. It's all well and good. All right. More purple, and it should be quite all right. Actually, I'm gonna use more black in there. Here we go. Okay. Gotta make it a bit darker. And I have decided that I will most likely do trees, depending how the land comes out. Okay, what I would do is I would do this first. go. Subtle end off. Now, I've made land like this before, and they've come off pretty well, but each time it's just iffy. Never know. You also have to make sure that the space below it isn't wet, because if it is, they'll blend together. That really is not good. Let me go over short one more time. See, it's if this is too wet, which I can't really have any control over, then it will show the bottom color. Either that may be color of the canvas, white, or any color or paint below it. So that would be pink. This is why I wanted a bigger brush, but I don't really want to take the time to clean it. I'm a bit lazy, you see. So I would like to do texture like this over there sometime. So I think it took me about an hour or so to do just the mountains. Of course, it's time-lapsed and all. I'll find out in post how long the video was, because I didn't check, but it did take quite some time. With me in a chair and all, it's a bit more comfortable, so it's not that, not that strenuous on my body, but still. Ain't the best to sit around all day doing something like this. That's why people with easels have like their big old stools and not, just standing. It would probably be like the same height if they were to stand, but this is, I'm still guessing, but so they could sit down and not strain their neck. They're probably still straining their neck anyways, but it's just a bit less. I don't know why they don't have backs to those stools in case they need to rest. I don't know why stools don't really have backs to begin with. I guess that defeats the point of a stool, but just a high chair, I guess. I mean, some people have that, like a director's chair has that. I'm sorry for my immature painting skills when it comes to the brush. I'm not really accustomed to it, so I won't be able to make masterpiece landscapes. My bad. Maybe one day though. Maybe one day. Okay. Looks pretty alright. Go over with some purples though to cover up all that pink. But all in all, it's pretty alright. While I'm doing this, I will like point out some nitpicks, like the top 2/3. There's some bits on the mountains on the left side where there's some string or strands, hairs, if you will, left from my brush. This brush. I didn't think it would happen, but it seems that it caught to the drying paint and it just stayed there. So that sucks. All right. Oh man. I almost redo this now. Okay, it's not that bad. I'm sorry for like some kids in the background screaming. They're just outside. And some kids, they're just screaming just to get attention from their parents. I think they're playing basketball. I don't know. Noisy. I mean, only so much you can expect from an apartment complex. Personally, I would have my own studio, or I would just close the garage, but I can't really do that. How did it get there? Some of the hairs, like I was talking about, are right there, and I don't know how they got there. And I guess they're just gonna stay there. But they're too protruding, man. Oh, you're screwing with me. Man, okay, well, they're just gonna stay there. That sucks. Okay, I'm gonna be very careful with this part, because this is very, difficult. Follow the line. Then go off here. I'm just gonna make this line. It's gonna be a bit wider, but I want to be careful with this. I haven't. This type of landform, like Canada Peninsula, I have not done. So I must be very careful. Okay. That's good. Especially following that line. The indents very much helped. But, like I said, never know with these things. You have to be very particular how far away spaces may be, and it might still come up pretty scuffed. But, yeah, they have to look a certain way, or they don't seem far away at all. They just seem off. I try to go to some realism. Of course, realistic would not be this or that, but it's a more realistic style. I don't try to blame things on my style. It's just simply what I can do, and I think it fits pretty well. I don't know what I'll describe my style as. It's a mixture of techniques I don't know how to master, not yet anyway, from other spray artists. So I adapt them to myself, try to mix some together with tools and techniques I have learned from other painters. Maybe I'll make a style, and maybe this is that style that other people will learn from. Can't wait for that day, if that day ever comes. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. Depends on what I want to do with this talent, if you can call it that. I mean, some people like what I do, though they don't want to buy my works. But maybe that will change. Maybe. I mean, I understand why they can't. People don't really have much money now for paintings. I understand that. I share that sentiment, though it's a bit hypocritical of me. I know. This is a hobby. This is just a hobby. I do not plan to make a career out of this. If it does, then I will be gratefully surprised. But it probably will not. If anything does come out of this, it will be from social media. From YouTube, Twitch, perhaps in the future. And if I get enough followers, subscribers if you will, people who watch my stuff and enjoy it. Enough that they'll watch a whole stream of me doing this stuff with no time lapse. But in terms of selling art, that will not be where my income comes from, or the main source of it anyways. It would come from ad revenue if this were to become lucrative enough. Which maybe it will, maybe it won't, who knows. I certainly don't. But I'll keep trying, just in case it does. Always good to have a backup plan. This is that backup. It's a pretty flimsy one, but it's one nonetheless. Gonna cover up these pink spots. Another thing people say about the videos and my work is they describe me as I think, though I mean like 2 or 3 people called me that, but it's enough to warrant some talking here. Like a spray painting Bob Ross, which I'm wholly flattered by. I would not compare myself to that man. For all the right reasons, of course. He was a much better painter than I could ever be. Much greater person, probably. So I do have a few years on me to develop. He left behind a very wholesome legacy. I don't know if I'll be able to live up. Well, not live up, but try to emulate it. I don't plan to. But I am very flattered that people do think me as such. I also remember, I can't remember the guy who made the playlist, but Spray Painter made a playlist, The Joy of Spray, I think it was called. I didn't have like spray painting art, maybe it was, I don't know. But it was recreation. But maybe I think he just took the name. I didn't see like a similar setup, but maybe you can look at it, see what he does. I haven't. I looked at it and the name stuck with me. I don't want to take the name. If he didn't have taken it, probably I would have taken it. So props to him for being creative enough to add that to his channel. Yeah, I think this is all right. I'm going to spray some dark purple over here, not over there. I want to see my phone, maybe it turned off. Oh, 1 minute. It has low power mode. I got turn off the notification, my bad. Good. I'm also wanting to see, okay, 7%. Okay, 17%, I mean. All right. Sorry about that. I'm gonna reposition this the best I can. There we go. All right. I'm gonna try to make this quick now. What was that? Okay, sprayed in one direction. This spray will also be for my signature. There we go. All right. Signature that I'll use this. I'll put right here. Came off pretty well. There you go. The reason why I'm not just easily running it down is I want to add pressure so it comes up on the other side as an indent. So there's added depth to it, I guess. All right, tree time. All right, tree time. Maybe y'all's favorite time, I don't know. Y'all like the trees that I do. And the top keeps going off. Okay, here we go. Get that thinner in there. wipe this off. There we go. Put this on my shirt just in case. Get all of that paint thinner off. There we go. Okay. More black paint in there. All right. I know it's a bit crooked. I might get. It should be fine. Or not. Oh, I'll get the brush. For particularly this type of work. There you go. You're screwing with me, man. No way. That's not good. It's very, very not good. I'll try salvage it by making it into a nice little tree. There we go. Make that into a nice little tree. I'll cover it up with branches. What leaves I have? My own little way. I'm sorry if it's crooked. Don't have the steadiest of hands, I know. Okay. Trees there. Blend in. Okay. I'll only be doing these and not the back because it'll get covered up, trust me. So I'll just make that little thicket there. And I am going to make the leaves. Hopefully this goes well. I'll do this instead. Man, not enough paint, man. I start small, then I'll enlarge the tree. There we go. Just like that. Nice little tree. Yeah, I could make something like this, some weird alien trees. Maybe like that. Be cool. Huh. I think I'll do that. These weird little lopsided trees. They don't make sense, but that don't make sense. Okay. I'll try it out. I could always go back on it, just extend it. Okay. I was just making sure that it's all good. taking this type of tree over here. For this case anyway. Probably won't use it outside of this. Alright, actually one minute. Let's try to extend it. There we go. Get some trunks. These little trees. There we go. Some nice little trunks for these trees. Little trunks for these little trees. Alright. Here we go. One on the side over here looks pretty bad. So, well, I said trunks. Didn't say they're gonna be pretty trunks. Those kids, man. Don't like noisy people, especially noisy kids. Sorry that offends you if you're a parent or something. Just hopefully you're a parent of women like quiet kids. It just disturbs the whole area. Not because I'm making a video or anything, but like someone else might be doing something. When I was playing outside, I never made that much noise. This tree might be a bit unfortunate enough not to be blessed. Symmetrical leaves from me. I'm sorry, little tree. Couldn't give you symmetry. And the door opener was just my pops. Just coming in. Somebody to check on something in the garage. He knows I'm recording, so he tries to be quiet. That's nice of him. And he also watches these videos. That's some tops to these trees. There we go. This will be the real issue. Okay, I'm also gonna add some mist. This one was tipped over. That'd be very bad. It'd also be very bad if it spilled on this painting. Hopefully that never happens in the future. Okay. Now someone's playing music. This has to be the noisiest day I have ever painted. And it's because like the temperature's dropping. It's becoming, you know, more hospitable. Not sweltering hot. In there. I'll have mist around here. Any more notes in there? No. Okay. Okay. 1 minute. So get stencil. I'm gonna make what tarnishing is wrong with these cans, man. Man. Can't have nice things. Try a new cap. As completely new, never used. This one right here. Alright. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna be tilted. Oh, you're screwing with me. What's wrong with this damn can? Christ, man. Dog. Didn't even use it this much. Look at this one. This better not be. Okay, this seems to be perfectly fine. I still can use it because it won't go along this. I'm just gonna have to use white, which sucks. It won't fit as much or at all. What's the best thing I got? Best thing I got. What? What the goddamn wrong with these cans? I don't want any dots here, man. Okay, just keep it like that. I'm so close to just looking at another can. Just using that instead. Kind of looks purple. I'll take that. Go check my phone now. Yeah, another alert. Probably only 10% now. Sorry, I just had to twist something on. Give me a moment. Okay, 10%, 8%. Okay. All right, gotta do this quick. Not too quick. Okay. Get that done. That's enough. Okay. Well. There we go. Just have to spritz it. Make it a bit blue or purple. I mean, it's a bit purple. Okay. Well, it's misty. It's fine. Okay. Made a little glaze on it, if you will. Okay. Got the gloss. Camera's still on. Yep. Probably not for long though. Okay. Gloss time. Slow and steady. Your cap. Your cap, come on. Okay. Make sure that this still running the open. Just like that. Okay. Alright. There we go. Yep. Alright, and this is the finished product. Like I said before, there are some nitpicks in there. Like there's hairs in places. My own over here kind of cuts off before it starts. But, oh yeah, this one kind of fades. But that's pretty much it. I mean, the trees look nice. They're fine. It fits. Fog kind of does alright. Could have done a bit better. It could look better if I used the right paint, if the paint was working. But all in all, it's alright. It's okay. Top half, I like this, really good. But didn't really go well down here. Or maybe it fits. Who knows? This was the original sketch. All the way to finish. Yeah, all things that were worth noting was last clip was like an hour long, I think. My phone's in mistakes. I'm gonna try to cut it short pretty quickly. Thank you. I mean, that's a bit silly. I hope you have enjoyed the process and product of today's painting session. The next one should be, I don't really know what the next one will be because a whole category of sketches I could do and I could work on, but it should be maybe a bit better than this. 2/3, maybe 3/4 as good, but this will be this will be yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of outros. I hope to see you on that next one, and hopefully you'll be a bit quieter next time. And until next time, I will see you then. Bye-bye.